Welcome to The Explainer, where we break down the stories that shape our world. Today, we're looking at a fable that's literally thousands of years old, but somehow it's become a massive viral hit in the digital age.
Okay, just take a second and look at that number. Over 366 million views on a single animated video of this story. I mean, that's not a typo. That's a simple little fable pulling in numbers that would make a blockbuster movie jealous. So what on earth is going on here?
That's the big question, right? Why is this story still connecting so deeply with millions of people? What's the secret sauce here that makes it cut through all the noise online across every culture, every generation? To really get it, we've got to go back to the very beginning. The whole story is built on this one super clear idea, a power dynamic that couldn't be more extreme.
The story doesn't waste a single second. Right out of the gate, we know the lion isn't just some animal. He is the ruler, the king. All the power in this world is focused on this one character from the very first sentence.
And this is the engine that drives the whole plot. It's just a tale of two extremes. You've got the mighty, powerful ruler on one side, and on the other, the smallest, most insignificant little creature you can imagine. The gap between them just feels huge, and that is exactly the point.
So you have this massive imbalance of power, and that leads us directly to the story's first big twist. It's a moment that kind of breaks the laws of the jungle and sets the whole story in motion.
This is the key moment. The powerful has the weak completely at his mercy. He could have ended the story right then and there, but his choice to show mercy, that's the pivot point. It creates this kind of moral debt.
And then the mouse makes this promise, which, let's be honest, sounds pretty ridiculous, right? It even seems kind of funny. The lion probably thought so too, but for the mouse, this was a serious vow.
But pretty soon, the tables get turned in a really dramatic way. It's a great reminder that power can disappear in an instant. An outside threat comes along, and suddenly everything changes.
The story does this clever thing where it makes you feel like everything is normal. You know, the king is just taking a stroll, doing his thing, totally clueless that his entire world is about to get flipped upside down.
And then bam, just like that, the trap springs. It's so sudden and it catches the king completely off guard. And this trap, it isn't just a bunch of ropes. It's a problem that raw strength alone can't solve.
And here it is, the great reversal. The lion's biggest asset, his incredible strength, is now completely useless. He can roar all he wants, but he's stuck. The ruler is now a prisoner.
And this just leaves this big question hanging in the air, doesn't it? If the strongest one of all is totally helpless, what hope is there? What do you do when what makes you, you, is not enough?
Well, the story gives us a brilliant answer to that very question. And it comes in what is easily the most famous part of the whole tale. That impossible promise is about to be put to the test.
So who shows up? The smallest creature in the forest, the one who was spared, the one who was dismissed. He now holds the king's life in his tiny paws. The roles haven't just shifted, they've been completely reversed.
I love this line from the story because the mouse uses its small size, not as a weakness, but as its superpower. The lion was too big, too strong to get out. But the mouse, he's small and nimble enough to actually get in there and fix the problem. So it's the mouse's unique skill, something the lion could never ever do, that saves the day. It tells us that it's not always about being the strongest. Sometimes it's about having the right skill for that one specific moment.
Okay, so the lion's free. But let's look at the resolution, because this one event completely changes the social structure of the forest. This isn't just about an escape. It's about a whole new relationship. You can just picture it, right? The hunters come back, all ready to claim their prize, and nothing. The trap is empty. It's this quiet testament to this powerful and totally unlikely alliance. So, on the surface, the old order is back. The lion is free, he's feared, and the hunters run for the hills. But underneath it all, something fundamental has changed between our two heroes.
This one simple line says everything. It's the final shift. They're not ruler and subject anymore. They're friends, equals. Their relationship isn't based on power now. It's based on mutual respect.
So when you boil it all down, the moral is this beautiful three-step cycle. An act of kindness is shown. That kindness is remembered. And then, when the stakes are at their highest, it's returned.
You know, there's actually a scientific term for this exact idea, reciprocal altruism.
And this ancient fable is just the perfect, most timeless example of it. It's so simple a kid can get it, but so profound that it's still being watched hundreds of millions of times today.
And that really just leaves us with one final thought. In our own lives, where have we maybe overlooked the power of a small deed? This story is a huge reminder that you never ever know when the mouse you help today might be the one who gets you out of a trap tomorrow.